Okay, this is the math video for Wednesday, April 29th for Math Fundamental. We're on 14.3. And so what you'll find today is they've moved this chart where we have the arrows and we can move decimals to taking that chart away and helping us learn to convert these units without the help of that chart. So we're going to be doing conversions today, and you've done this before. You've already done some of this before this year, but I think that if you'll follow these tips and tricks, it will really help you. So I want you to turn they've given us two charts there, but I want you to turn to the skill check, and we're going to do a couple of those together. So number one says 2 liters equals how many milliliters? Okay? Oops. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is look at the basic conversion. If you flip over to page 409, we'll see it says that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. So I want to find the conversion that has both. Okay? And it says that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write that above. Okay? So now when I look at it, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to look at this, and this is going to be my thought bubble. I'm going from 1 to 1,000. So is my number going to get bigger or smaller? Well, 1 compared to 1,000, 1,000 is bigger. So it's getting bigger. So anytime I say it's getting bigger, I multiply, and anytime it's getting smaller, I divide. And we've done this together, so I hope this is coming back to you. So it's getting bigger, so I'm going to multiply. What am I going to multiply? I'm going to multiply the number I know times the new unit. Okay, it wouldn't do me any good to multiply 2 times 1, would it? I would just get 2. So I'm going to come down here and take 2 times 1,000. Okay? Which I hope you can see is 2,000. Okay? If you want your number to get bigger, we could say there are 3 zeros in the decimals here. 1, 2, 3. This one tends to be a little bit more confusing at this point. Okay, but 2 times 1,000 equals 2,000. So 2 liters equals 2,000 milliliters. Okay? So this thought bubble process up above is really, really helpful to think, am I multiplying or am I dividing? So let's switch that around. Let's do number 2. It says 7,000 milliliters is equal to how many liters? Okay, so let's do our thought bubble. We look on our back page and we see that there's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. So there's 1,000 milliliters equal to 1 liter. That's our unit of measurement. Now notice that here I put liters above liters and milliliters above milliliters. I wouldn't want to put liters to milliliters, would I? Make sure that you have the same measurements every time, okay? So now that I've done that, I look at my 1,000. This is my thought bubble. And I'm thinking I'm going from 1,000 to 1. Is my number getting bigger or smaller? Well, as I move to the right, my number is getting smaller. So that tells me I need to divide. What do I divide? The number I know to the conversion that's not 1, right? So I take 7,000 and I divide by 1,000. Mark out my zeros. And what do I have? 7. 7 divided by 1 is 7. So 7 liters. Okay? All right. So let's do milligrams to grams on, let's do number 5 together. That's in the skill check, and it says 15,000 milligrams is equal to how many grams? Okay, well, I have to find how many milligrams are in a gram. So up on that chart, I see that there's 1,000 milligrams in a gram. I'm making sure I have milligrams to grams, making sure my units are lined up. Then I see that I'm getting smaller, so it tells me I'm going to divide the two numbers that I know. So 15,000 divided by 1,000. Let's do it like this so we can mark out those zeros. 15 divided by 1 equals 15. So 15 grams. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing those metric conversions today. Really use the thought bubble. I like to write the thought bubble down. That way I make sure my units are lined up. I know whether I'm multiplying or I'm dividing, and use those charts on page 409 and 410 to help you. Okay, so in your exercises, let's go numbers 1 through 24, and make sure you Marco Polo me if you need help.